This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Wednesday, September 17th. Sunny and hot again today with a high of 97. Mostly clear this evening with an overnight low of 74. Here are today's headlines. Dallas County is poised to become the largest jurisdiction in the U.S. to hand count paper ballots as the local Republican Party has decided to manually tally Election Day ballots during its March primary. After 2 hours discussing their distrust of electronic voting machines and tabulators on Monday, Dallas County Republican leaders adopted the hand-counting plan for ballots cast on March 3rd, but excluded ballots submitted during early voting. With more than 49,000 Republican ballots expected to be cast on Election Day, the endeavor presents a significant task for the party, as Texas law requires vote totals be submitted to the state 24 hours after polls close on Election Day. The plan is contingent upon securing sufficient staffing, funding, and project management. If executed, it will make Dallas County surpass Idaho County, Idaho, with 12,000 registered voters as the largest jurisdiction known to implement hand counting. That's according to Verified Voting, a nonpartisan nonprofit that tracks technology in elections. In other news, for the third time, Robert Roberson III is scheduled to be executed by lethal injection next month in Texas. The 58-year-old Roberson was convicted of capital murder in 2003 for reportedly shaking his 2-year-old daughter Nikki to death. His prosecution relied on proving Nikki showed a triad of symptoms associated with shaken baby syndrome, a medical determination that has since come under wide scrutiny by scientists and doctors. He has maintained his innocence for more than 20 years on death row, and through 2 previous execution dates, as he and his attorneys argue, Nikki died of accidental and natural causes, including severe pneumonia and a fall from bed. Before Roberson's execution last fall was stayed at the 11th hour, he had exhausted other avenues of relief through the courts, including a challenge to his conviction through Texas's junk science law. The 2013 law allows people to challenge their convictions based on scientific evidence that was not available during trial. As the courts weigh their choices, others, including Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton and Nikki's brother Matthew Bowman, maintain the execution should be carried out. Next up, the McKinney City Council abandoned plans Tuesday for a deck park meant to reconnect the city's east side to its historic downtown after losing $15 million in federal funding as a result of President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Instead of moving forward with a proposed $45 million Lower 5 Plaza project to connect East McKinney to the city's historic center across State Highway 5, the council voted to redirect resources to improve ground-level crossings across the highway. For years, McKinney has had plans for its own version of Clyde Warren Park, Dallas's downtown deck park, and leaders hoped the project would make the downtown area more walkable and safe for pedestrians. The city had received $15 million from an $80 million federal package for pedestrian parks in the region, including Halperin and Clyde Warren Parks in Dallas. The funds were meant to support transportation equity in disadvantaged communities that had been ripped apart by highways. And SMU had been quietly conducting a rebrand until Board of Trustees Chair David Miller made a bold statement to an arena full of SMU fans Friday night. Miller said, "Pony Up has died a natural death" at a private screening at Moody Coliseum of Thunder On: Resurgence of the SMU Mustangs, the new ESPN documentary airing Sunday that highlights the story of SMU's athletic program. For months, SMU had been phasing out the Pony Up slogan on its social media platforms. The SMU Athletics flagship X account has not used #PonyUp in a post since May. New athletic director Damon Evans used the hashtag frequently in his first few weeks on the job, but has not since April 13th. But when Miller made the statement Friday, it led to an outpouring of frustration from fans on social media. Miller told the Dallas Morning News, I'm surprised by the negative reaction to it. I didn't anticipate that. But regardless, it's fair to say that sometimes change is hard. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.